My dad is my hero to me, and of course to the whole family and the rest of the people who admired him or what he did.
What Jose Calugas did is an amazing story of bravery, brutality, and survival. It all began before the start of World War II, when Jose joined a special unit within the U.S. Army called the Philippine Scouts.
They were the elite forces in the Philippines at that time. So there were 6,000 Philippine Scouts trained before the war. But during the war, they increased it by another 6,000.
After bombing Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces attacked the Philippines. With the U.S. Navy crippled, there was no help in sight. And yet, under the worst conditions, the Philippine Scouts were able to hold the Japanese at bay.
There was no provision for all the troops in the Philippines. No air power, no food, no medical supplies, no ammo at all whatsoever. Even then, they repulsed the Japanese in 5 months.
It was during this time Calugas, a mess sergeant, made military history. During a battle, he voluntarily ran 1,000 yards under heavy fire and single-handedly manned a cannon.
And he was able to fire by himself this 75-millimeter cannon by himself. It used to be manned by 7 people. Just imagine, by himself, he was able to annihilate or right about 60 trucks, and I don't know how many Japanese were killed.
For his courageous act, Jose Calugas was scheduled to receive the Medal of Honor, the highest military decoration awarded by the U.S. But the Japanese were overwhelming the Philippines, and to avoid certain death, Jose Calugas buried the Medal of Honor certificate. Eventually, Calugas, his fellow scouts, and American soldiers were captured and forced into a horrific journey, the Bataan Death March.
Out of 70,000 American forces and Filipinos, soldiers that were in the Death March, approximately 6,000 to 7,000 died in the march.
Calugas survived, only to face prisoner of war camp. He endured beatings, malnutrition, and malaria. But again, he overcame insurmountable odds and was eventually liberated. In 1945, Calugas was finally and officially recognized for his immense bravery.
My father was the only Filipino that was the recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor during World War II. This is when my dad returned in 1977.
That's in the Philippines too.
As an American citizen, Jose Calugas had a long, illustrious career in the U.S. Army and retired with the rank of captain. When he died at the age of 90, his Medal of Honor was placed in a Texas military museum.
Now tell me exactly what happened.
Today, his son honors the memory of his father with the American and Medal of Honor flags flying side by side, paying tribute to a courageous and humble soldier.
Proud members of the 442nd Infantry Regiment, mostly American-born Japanese, swings down Constitution Avenue in Washington for another ceremony in their honor.
You fought not only the enemy, but you fought prejudice, and you've won.